Hello, honey bunny. Honey bunny. Powerpuff Girls. The Powerpuff Girls from Honey Bunny. Perhaps it's just in a matter of time. The real tears of a lover can also sun the element of what I have written. There are, read it, how many suns? In time, tails, I can't spell tails, either T-A-I-O-S or T-A-O-S or T-A-S, I don't know yet. I can Google it and spell it, but it's just in a matter of time. Once we network the program, we can also pull the element of the transmission. If there is an overseas guest, the one-on-one provision of a support coordinate is to care for. But in fact, everyone we go, ever more. That is the status quo for everything but the girls. Good. See? He's just in a lovable manner. The point of a puku is an element of Dr. TM5 and Dr. T31. When we rework together as the capacity of non-program, we can also fund the element of the dir. It's just in a matter of time. Once we network the program, we can also data the core and each core of the sun that I have given to NASA. It's not a formula or a calculation. I saw it. It's true. But it would take me years to help you to calculate the sun, wherever Jupiter is, and also some into Galicia. Yes. Well, I can use Galicia, but originally the main creator is not, her name is not Galicia. It's just Gary, Alan, and Lisa. Mick Thorne introduced me to Lisa at Discovery Hotel. Lisa, because when I was young, you probably know my story. When I was young, in my 20s, I broke up with Gary, and James, that I hooked up with, introduced me to Lisa, or something, or her mother, or I don't remember. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Something like that. I don't know. Yes. Oh, actually, James' mother is Canadian, and his father is an Aussie. Yes. And he took me to his house in Upwey. He lives in Upwey, and he drives the Mazda MX-5, or the MX-7. Which one? I forgot. But MX-5. But during that time, I was looking for a real lover because I was so young. I don't know. When I was young, right? It's kind of like when you're straight. When you are straight, you have a girlfriend, right? You met your first girlfriend based upon the acquaintance. Later on, I'll help you with acquaintance. But in that time, when you have the acquaintance, who will actually be your real girlfriend before you got married? See? So when you first meet girls, how many girls will be your friends and how many girls will be your girlfriend? An opponent of the acquaintance. In relation to the opponent of the acquaintance, you have to know the degree of it. But anyway, leave it for now and separate into Jamie, my sister-in-law, for the catalysts. I'm not ready for the catalyst. But anyway, whatever I write, I'll record the story for you. Sorry, I'm paying attention to driving. I'll write a story for you. It's just in a matter of time. Once we network... Oh, I keep going the wrong way. I'm not going the wrong way. Oh, what an idiot. This is funny. Okay, alright. I'm not going the wrong way. But don't worry about that. Yeah, Galicia is just Gal, G is Gary, Al is Al Bundy. My name is Alan. My name is Al. So What letter is the letter L? See? L, A-L, and the letter L. See? And Lisa is just a Canadian nursery or something that Mick Thorne introduced me to at Discovery Tower, and they helped me a lot. See, true, Lisa, true. They helped me a lot to recover the injury. That's all it is. The past is past. The future is the prediction. That is just a common language. But don't forget what I just said about everything but the girl. That is beautiful. That is so balanceable. If you ask Jason, the speech pathologist, he will work out the correct balance for your sun. So already June, that is the sun. There are a lot of the sun, but later on I'll help you with the starburst and in case, yes, in case the star sun, because the developer also need to know the API. But for now, I'll leave the API as it is, so you can calculate that and work things out on your own way. But in time, when you need support and help, I will help you in a different way to get the right API. When we get the API, we can have a lot of sales, because I noticed that you market Facebook very, very well, because I bought tea bags, and you have like Facebook. Don't worry about Pinterest, because Pinterest is actually for Justin Bishop, because it's beautiful graphic design and also interior design and fashion, etc, etc. So Justin Bishop and Justin Box and blah 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 blah. In this way, the formula of a no print, you need to understand the element of the transistor. The transistor is fading out and fading in based upon the instrument of a code area. Each code area is the inflection of your destroyer. Any inflection of your destroyer, you can also send the 9982 and 9981, which is even out the ordering system of 4436 and 4431, which is an evening order of 2241 and 2243. Flexi 1824 and Flexi 2843, which is the complexity of the Asasi in the 5th revision of the 3rd economy. In that way, once we all understood the 3rd economy, we will confer the 5th moon in relation to the pink star, and also to study the rector of the amphetamine to network into A3, A4, A3, A1, A3, A6, A3, A1, A3, A2, A3, A4. Liền cái chữ đó là cái gì? Mai mốt ha. A3, A2, A3, 49, 52, 300, 19, 10.000, 10trăm, 1.000, 1.000, 24, 1.000, 25, 1.000, 45, 66, dắt 1423, 8, dắt 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, gì 4, C. I can't pronounce Chinese anymore unless I watch Chinese movie. I can't pronounce it anymore. So whatever I say here, it's up to my dad. Bà nhớ ha, từ giờ con nói tiếng Tàu không được nữa. Hồi trước bà dạy con hiểu. Chừng nào con nói không được, mà chừng nào con nghe Cantonese á, con hiểu nhiều lắm. Mà giờ khó lắm. Mà đừng có lo. 16, 89, 25, 33, 77, 88, 99, 15, 16, 17, 84, 82, 89, 85, 83, 84, 85, 89, 50, 56, 57, 58, 59, 30. Working capacity of a police guard, and to share the tractor of 3328 and 3381, which is an injection of the engine for the moon. But in the future, if NASA can create the engine and the space station, you can travel to the moon and visit my doctor. So, all of us will enjoy our life. Oh yes, yes. But seriously, it would take millions of years, or whatever it is. I don't know. Millions of years. I don't know. Lifespan. we all gonna age, we all gonna pass. So in that way, we can hookah the LJ real estate agency, and in time, the pink lady can share LJ hookah. I got a statue. Oh, I don't know what you call it. Just decorate. Oh, statue decoration, whatever. um, she's very, very smart, but she is a hookah. Someone told me when I bought it. She's very, very smart, that lady. Very, very smart. Very smart. Someone told me life to life, face to face when I bought it. So don't worry about LJ hookah because it's just a name anyway. But there's nothing. I'm not going to do much about LJ hookah. You have to align yourself into the correct alignment of time, and also to some into the real estate agency, because in time when Western law will garden the civil rights, you will have the civilization in relation to Ong. But perhaps in time, once you met the condition of Hebrew, Ong will share into the Hitler by the exporting degree to Buddhahood or something in relation to Buddhism. There is only one Buddha. Yes, that's Papa, and there's only one, not Guanxi Busa, but Galicia. I don't know, I never know her name, but I met her at 11 Tanner. I met them at 11 Tanner Street. So, anyway, there are Buddhahood, of course there are Buddhahood. So, oh whatever, I'm out of here. But anyway, in time, once we civilize the war of the aspect rotation, yes, once we civilize the war of the aspect rotation, we need to understand the program of the perm by Olga Sutcliffe. Because in time, once we perm the beautiful doll, we can actually make money out of it as well and sell them, depending on the correct clay for Petra at Sarah, yes, Petra at Sarah, and also to clay the pot and to sell the gardening productivity. Once we sold the gardening productivity in Bunnings, because I bought a big dog at Bunnings, and they're like $96 or $100, around $96. But I didn't have enough money to buy the other one. I only bought one. It's still at 11 Tanner Street, so that is fine. That's for Conrad, so we leave there. But in time, once we make the clay, we can also sort out the outer wave of the mud. Each mud that we do is for the Viking. Yes, when Vikings started, but they are not creative, because back in the old days, I can't say that. Back in the old days, the Vikings really a fighter. Yes, they're really a fighter. But later on, because back in the medieval and the Viking, all human beings were doing things on their own way to work out what is civil and what is civil rights. Later on, generation after generation, we get reborn, and in our genes, it depends on our sperm tail and stuff like that, and the fertilizer of a female egg. Even animals are like that. My dogs, rabbits and stuff like that, animals, you know, there's male and female, and sometimes they are dominant. So when they are dominant, they have a little bit of mixture of the cell from the original version, whoever gave birth to them, or fertilized them, etc., etc. So in that way, once we salute the correct medieval war, we can concentrate on the medieval to help the Viking. When we help the Viking in that way, they create beautiful weapons. Yes, they do. I love swords and knives. So I got some knives for you, and also I've got King Arthur's sword digitally. That's beautiful. So I have to be very patient with getting King Arthur's sword. That is for the Queen Elizabeth. I already got a ring knight. So the king and queen in England know how to actually authorize the knight, because in the past, Elton John, the singer, he got knighted by Queen Elizabeth. She held a sword. Oh, sorry, wait, I'm concentrating on driving. She held a sword and knight King Ethan John. Yes, Ethan John kneeled down, the singer Ethan John, and then Queen Elizabeth held the knife and go to the left, right shoulder, and then the left shoulder. So right shoulder or left shoulder, something like that. I saw it on the news, and I've seen it on the internet, probably the news. But to become a knight, like Sir Elton John, before you become Sir Elton John, you have to ask Queen Elizabeth how that way it works. I can't do that. Only Queen Elizabeth know and him. In that way, when you share the network to become a Sir, S-I-R, the directory of Sir Funk will also share the musician in relation to the instrument, and also to follow the technology, and also care for. But in that time, once we network the area of expertise, we will realize the function of AA36 and AA41. It's just in time. Once we even out the data core, we can also sum the alignment of time. If we do that, we can even out the data core. See this? This is not a shield, NASA. What do you call this? See? See? Steamboat, food, and also glass tinting. So when you do create a spaceship and also the satellite, you got to understand these things. Once you understood these things, you can also sell into Autobahn, and whatever shop you come up with, you can sell into Autobahn and make money. And then when you make money, you buy your own productivity. When you buy your own productivity in NASA, you will have the income protection to yourself, and also to select the hygienic program. So you have to work with Borg in relation to your decision. If you want to work with Borg, you have to do that, because you got to have the correct hygiene when the satellite goes up and when the astronaut go to the planet Moon. See? And then they will enjoy themselves when they eat and stuff like that. You know a lot more about me because I've seen it on TV. So thank you, NASA, with the gravity and stuff. Thank you, NASA. So you know those food, and so it will help you to go to the planet, into Moon. And in time, I will calculate the next dimension of the outer rim in relation to this planet. When you have next outer rim, you need to create missiles. I know China create a lot of fireworks. It's quite expensive, aren't they? Yeah. You know, on New Year's. Yeah, yeah. Every year, New Year, a lot of those fireworks are created by in China. But don't forget the cherry bomb. I hope you enjoy the cherry bomb. The cherry bomb, I'm not too sure what the cherry bomb is for in relation to an engine or whatever. Only the army people know what to do in that way. I can't do it, and it's you guys do whatever. So in that time, once we work the capacity of the next engine, we will realize what the fund of the element is. If there is an order of expertise, we will reverse ourselves into the dimension of the element. Look at my speech for technology. In time, once we share the order, we can also alter the non-element of the program and also function the vibe. When we function the vibe, the expertise will realize the decimal of 3326 and 3321. It's just in a matter of time we can also cure the selective hygienic program in this way. See my speech? Oh, it's going somewhere. No one's moving behind me. Oh, right. See? Beautiful, isn't it? The way it moves. But anyway, in fact, the more figure that we get, we will also balance the income something in relation to productivity, and to produce the next grid system in relation to the reserve bank. The reserve bank and the exchange rate frequency, no, the exchange rates for banks is to even out the ordering system of the next program. So in time, I will work out a lot of things and help a lot of you guys to understand the digital world. That's where I come from. the digital world. If I do not come from the digital world, I would not have this knowledge. No. But in fact, I might not. I'm just a normal human being. I'm just nobody. I'm just Alan Lloyd. I'm not good at maths. I'm not good at school, etc., etc. It's just me. I'm nobody. It's Alan Lloyd. But in case to study the application form, the refusion of a formula you can also sum into the expertise if you realize the function of area A341 and A346, which is the outmore of sunburst, and to guard the relationship. If there is a development of the infrared technology, you can also share into the network of area 243 and 246. It's just in a matter of time. Once we work out the data call, we can understand the serum of Formula 8241 and Formula 8246, which is the outer burst in relation to the development of A321 and A324. It's just in a matter of time. Once we understand the node area of expertise, you will realize the religion, no, pupils. See? Once we know that, we can also optometrist the correct way. In that way, the magnifying glass can be achievable in relation to the sunburst. You know that more than me, just old stuff. But in time, once we have the correct star, because where will the ray band shine in the galaxy? You got to know this. Because if it's just black, yes, how will you create the proper lens and lights and stuff like that for the spaceship to travel? I love, and no, Amsterdam, no. Oh, it's a movie with Bruce Willis. Afghanistan, no, Amsterdam, Afghanistan, Anaconda. Oh, I got a movie anyway with Bruce Willis, Bruce Will or Bruce Willis, something like that. I really like him. He's hot. Oh. So once you know how to reflect into your pupils, ask the optometrist. Of course, it's common. But when you travel past this outer rim of this outer space, but the black moon, you got to know how to do it. Then when you create the beautiful spaceship and the beautiful station in the future, we will also be happy in relation to NASA. Transmission ended. Enjoy.